Okay, the modifications that I did on the Landroid. Obviously, you could see much wider tire, keeps it from getting stuck. And this is from basically a PVC 4-inch coupler that I molded basically with the bench grinder. You can see here, this here is now level. This would step up very high, higher than this side, and it would get stuck here. These also, I cut these down so that all of this is level now. These used to stick up basically right about like that. That's how high they stuck up, like about that. And then same with this. This is all cut. And then this had a big giant flare right here that stuck out. So I cut this off nice and clean all the way down. You could see here, I trimmed this off. This basically came up to yay high, about like that. And it covered half of this to about here. And it was steel. So I cut all this off, revealing all the blades that I'm actually modifying right now. This was another section here when it would kind of get into tall grass. These fins here, which stuck up to about this high, they would kind of get stuck. It kept it from turning correctly or going up a hill. I cut all these off, as you can see there. And what I have right now is, these are the original blades here. This is going to be the new blade. So it's either those or I have these. So obviously a lot longer. I have a giant pack of them, cost basically nothing. These are double-sided just like the originals. These other ones here are just single-sided, but you really only need one side anyway. It's only going in one direction. So what else did I do? Oh, I got the larger battery, so I went from a 2.0 amp hour to a 4.0 amp hour. Then other than that, I don't need to modify the tires anymore, because these stupid things here and this, along with those getting cut off, that did a huge difference. That in itself, it was able to turn a lot better. It wasn't getting stuck until it came across a little baby trench about like that. Then it would get stuck, or when it was going to basically dock itself, then it would get stuck. This here, making the wheel a lot wider, it basically corrected that problem. So this is basically the modifications I did with the Landroid. Oh, and I also made one of these to cover the blades. I didn't like it. So I just felt like, for some reason, when I put this on, I have a funny feeling that when the blades are on, like this, when they're on, they actually cut. So this whole thing is actually cutting, even though that it's only here. It's got this space, so it's aiding in cutting. So I found when I put this cover on, like this, and I walked behind it, I noticed that it wasn't cutting as well as when this cover was off. So what I'm going to do is, I don't mind doing maintenance on this. It's a lot easier than what I had to do, which was cut the grass for about an hour straight. So, you know, once a week or whatever, I'll pop these three off, clean them out, stick them back on, and be done with it. Also, as you can see here, it does collect in this section here. So I may modify this a little bit more so that grass doesn't get stuck in there. And also before, when this was up really high, grass was getting stuck up underneath there, and it would cause the grass to basically get stuck right in here because of this and that overhang. So now that you can see, I haven't cleaned this. This is literally, I just shut it off, picked it up, and stuck it on the bench here. I did not clean this. It's basically self-cleaning now, all this area. The only issue I'm having right now is obviously getting collected in here. That's about it.